Hey, World Entertainment, and you've probably seen by now, of course, with the whole announcement of the Doomsday cast, that there's a lot of people going a bit crazy over the lack of women in that list. Now, remember as well that this is only the start of the list. There's still a ton of names to actually come, but that hasn't stopped all the crazies going loopy over the fact that they're going, hey, there's only 5 women in this movie. That's not fair. Like, literally, headlines like that from Game Rant saying, one thing is clear after the Avengers Doomsday cast announcement, Marvel has a female problem. Yeah. Then, of course, you had Bleeding Fool coming out. Well, it's Bleeding Cool, but they may as well be fool. Women TV heroes get the short end of the Avengers Doomsday stick so far. Because, again, they have an issue. This one is great, and we will be taking a look at a bit of the article for this. Then none other than the Mary Sue saying, Avengers Doomsday, and barely any girls are allowed. Oh my, isn't it terrible? And of course, the tweets came out, and here's just 2, because screw going through all of them. Like, after the Marvels, it seems they stepped back. I need Brie to be redeemed. Oh, so then you're admitting that there was a problem with Captain Marvel in those movies. Interesting. As for this other one saying, I said the same thing to my husband when we were like 15 characters deep and only 3 or so women had been announced. We can't find a fair balance between the Marvels and then no women at all. The pendulum swing or whiplash of it all is too extreme. And of course, the crazy of the crazies went crazy, and we are talking about none other than Grace Randolph herself, because she wasn't best pleased either, to say the least, between tweets and videos. And we will have a look at some of the videos. Like, here's the first part, just sorry for your ears.
Like, where are all the ladies? That's right. And I don't want to hear it. I mean, I don't want to hear any. All right, let's talk about it. This is frustrating to me. All right, so there are 27 characters. 27 characters were revealed yesterday. Only 5 of them were women. Now, sure, the Russo brother, again. All right, so.
Yeah, so where were all the ladies? There's an issue with all of this that's happening right now, and it's something they keep overlooking and quite frankly just refuse to acknowledge. And Grace tries to make up why there's no women coming, such as, well, this.
Let me finish. So now, sure, the Russo brothers have never been big on female characters. It's true. And to be fair, when the Avengers were at their most successful, they weren't either. They really just had Black Widow, and then other female characters would come in for assists. And we'd be like, we sure wish they'd get more screen time. And
so shut up, bitch!
Yeah, shut up, bitch. Yeah. What is this? Oh, the Russos don't like women. That's why there's no women in this. Because the Russos are back, so basically there's no women. That's the excuse. Not that they got rid of all the women, or all the men, since Endgame, filled the MCU with women. And what happened? That's right. For the past 5 or so years, the MCU has been a failure. An absolute, unmitigated failure. So why exactly would you want to focus on the thing that fails, as opposed to, hey, let's bring the men back? And trust me, as much as all these nuts are going, hey, this is stupid, why is there only 5 women? Blah, 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 it's all the men again. Let's be honest here, Simu Liu could basically class him as a woman for this. But it's the case of, even the male characters that they have announced in this, the majority of them aren't liked. Like, why is Simu Liu in there? Why is Shang-Chi a part of this? And why in God's name is Namor a part of this? Don't know. But Grace wasn't done. No. Because talk about retardation at its finest. Check out this golden nugget from her.
So anyway, the MCU has, also to be fair, had some major missteps with female characters, most notably Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. Although I feel not having either one of them or both of them on this new Avengers team is not only a very real missed opportunity, but a missed important opportunity to fix these characters and to repair their relationship with the fans.
Yeah, that's right. You don't know whether to laugh or cry at that statement. So she wants She-Hulk and Captain Marvel to be put in to Doomsday so you could fix the characters. Not because they're standout characters and they're needed. No, she wants them to be put in to Doomsday so the story of Doomsday can work around trying to get people to like them characters. Because she even admits that there was issues with them characters. What a joke. And speaking of joke, let's have a quick look at a bit of this Mary Sue article, because sweet Jesus, these are the pioneers of excellence, these morons. But let's dive in very briefly, have a look. So they wrote, "Where were you when Marvel made us all watch over 4 hours of chairs? Do you never want to see a director's chair again, or do you miss them? Did you catch the unfortunate lack of women present?" Yep, we're off to the races already with this one. The cast of Avengers Doomsday was rolled out as slowly as possible, with each chair taking quite a while to reveal itself. You might have missed some of the names, or maybe you didn't recognize that a lot of the names revealed were men. That is fine. I don't dislike my Marvel boys, but it is surprising given the amount of women in the franchise who are not on this cast list. By the way, this is written by Rachel Leisman. You know, that basking of intelligence regarding all of this type of stuff. And wait till you hear the way she words half of this crap coming up. So, she says, "I want to be fair. There are some fun women heading to Doomsday. We of course have Sue Storm herself, Vanessa Kirby, and our new Black Panther, Letitia White. News like Rebecca Romaine. My Yelena loving heart is full with Florence Pugh's inclusion. And she didn't have a chair, but it was previously announced that Hayley Atwell would be a part of the cast." Wrong. Straight away, right there, just want to point this out. It's a rumor that Hayley Atwell will be returning to the movie. There's absolutely zero concrete that says Hayley Atwell is actually a part of this movie. But this then says this: "Looking at the amount of women I have so far listed, you might be thinking I am being unreasonable for asking for more. But that's 1/5 of the cast with Hannah John Kamen. 5 women to the 20 men announced today. And again, Atwell didn't even get a chair. 1 woman from the X-Men, no Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau and America Chavez missing. No witches. You guys don't need your new Hawkeye. Do you see how upsetting this is for fans of the franchise and these characters? A huge team up and we are back to a small portion of the cast being women, and that's it. What makes this worse is that this isn't like the old guard. There are established female characters they could include, and yet back to being a boys' club."
That is one big pile of shit.
And that's all we're reading from this, because like we will all just lose our goddamn minds if we continue with that bullshit. But again, they're naming all these characters. Oh, why aren't all these women in it? Blah blah blah. Even though, once again, this is only half the cast. There's still more to come. Not to mention, this is only part 1 of 2 parts for these Avenger movies. Obviously, Secret War will have more in a minute. But once again, why would you want to focus on bringing the characters who all failed into the MCU? Especially when the likes of the Mary Sue, other sites like Bleeding Cool and stuff, and Grace Randolph herself said, yeah, there was lots of hits and misses, especially misses when it came to the likes of She-Hulk and the Marvels and stuff. But hey, Why aren't they included? It's like, how do you sit there and admit that these characters failed, but you should still use them? Why? That doesn't make sense. To try it again and say, oh, it's back to the old guard, and why is it a boys club again? Again, half the characters that were on that list were people going, why in the hell are these people here? Oh, look, we have fake Captain America because he's not Captain America, and his movie tanking proved that. Then you have Namor showing up for reasons best known to itself. The new Falcon, all this type of crap. And then you have to go to the original X-Men. Not the Days of Future Past and First Class version. No. The original versions. And no doubt we're going to watch Patrick Stewart for like the umpteenth time die as Charles Xavier. But as you can see, all the women are going nuts. You know, all the women who did not show up and support these products. These people, the ones who just sit there and complain about, hey, why isn't there more women in the MCU and why aren't these films getting pushed and blah blah blah. That's all they did, because they didn't actually go and support these shows or these movies or these comic runs, you know, where these characters constantly fail. So maybe, just maybe, that's why they're not focusing on all the bloody women, especially when they're bringing in multiverse people. So yeah, and keep in mind as well, you dumb, retarded window licking bitches, this is only the half of the cast. So with that bombshell, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.